Okay, I'm going to have a bitch and a vent in this video, and I usually don't do this in my videos. I usually leave the bitching and moaning to my live streams, but I'm actually genuinely frustrated by this. This is a first world problem, gaming, baby bitch problem, basically. It's nothing major in the world or even in the world of gaming, but it's just incredibly frustrating, and I don't know why Hypergriff and Griffline are taking these choices. Well, I do. There's obviously some ongoing contract with IGN that I think goes back to before we even got the last beta of Arknights Endfield. Because if you remember that thread of tweets when they put out that the game was going to be playable soon, and then they deleted that tweet, and then if you went to the linked article, it was sponsored. We've had the Neferif boss video, and now we've got the stream that was happening, or is happening, should I say, for the next version of the game to be happening on IGN's YouTube channel, which in itself doesn't seem terrible, for me at least. We're going to get into how it's not great for a lot of other people, because people don't really like IGN, and you can understand why. But the reason this is really crappy for me, because if we go over to Google here, the stream is still starting normal time in CN at 11:30 AM, but for us in the rest of the globe, it's 5 PM GMT, so 5.5 hours after that stream starts, we get our stream. So this is obviously much better for North America and Canada. So shout out to you guys. You actually get to watch it at a decent time rather than it being the early hours of the morning, which I understand that. But why do this for a live stream event? Just throw them a freaking bone with an exclusive video, an exclusive character video or something like that. That would blow up. A lot of people are not going to like this, and people are already not liking this. And this is exclusive, by the way. I've checked the YouTube channel, and if we go over to it, administrators, don't miss this. IGN is streaming Arknights Enfield's Sketches of Lost Heirlooms version preview on May 22nd. Be sure to tune in. And then you go down to the tweets, and no, I don't think I will. Styx is in there saying, you know, he loves Enfield, but IGN? Really? IGN? Sorry, guys, this was a terrible call. IGN is in a terrible low credibility. It's all terrible low credibility. Can't wait for IGN to give you game a 7 out of 10. So people are not happy about this, right? Which I can understand why. Again, for me, it's more about, usually the stream starts at 11:30 AM GMT, right? Now, this one's going to be at 5 PM. I'm assuming the next one after the fact, when we have the next live stream, is going to go back to 11:30 AM. It's just a consistency and continuity issue. It's just messy, if you ask me. And this screams that it's probably going to be a filler patch. I'm going to guess it's probably going to be a filler patch, which is a bit of a shame. We've had a great 1.2. It was great, but with it being a one banner patch going into a filler patch shared on IGN, it's not the best marketing strategy, in my opinion. I get trying to broaden the audience, because let's face it, IGN is an American company that provides global coverage to games that mainly are not gacha games, right? They do cover gacha games, but mostly it's non-gacha games. And that's a good thing to do. Reach out to a non-gacha audience, because gacha gamers are going to know about it and have a look. Non-gacha gamers are potentially new customers, right? But with all that being said, it's the time, right? It's such a stupid thing for them to do. And it screams that it's either going to be a filler patch because they're doing this and they want it to get out there more after the last patch, or potentially it's a banger patch. I hope not, because I'm not going to be able to watch it at 5 PM, so it might mean I'm going to have to watch somebody translating it on YouTube, which is a lesser experience, because I'm going to assume the CN live stream isn't going to have translations on. Maybe it does, and that fixes it, but I don't think it's going to. So I'm going to have to watch an inferior product at 11:30 on YouTube of somebody translating it. Great job that people like Keo do. Love the job. But obviously, it's not as the same as just sitting back and watching it for yourself, right? I have to watch it through somebody else, which a lot of people like to do that. But I want to, I don't mind watching it through somebody else's a reaction stream, but I'd like to be able to read what's on the screen as well, and we're not going to get that. And then, if you do want to watch it at 5 PM, you're going to be spoiled all day long on Twitter, on Reddit, on YouTube. There's going to be videos everywhere of everybody trying to front run the EN live stream, and it just makes for a worse experience. I get it, right? It's a live stream for a patch that's not coming out yet, but a lot of people do treat these experiences as it's a community experience, right? It's nice to go in and get hyped up and everybody watches it together and it's a fun time. I usually stream it right? And we have a great time. And it's just the whole community comes together in CN, in global, everywhere, all together at the same time, gets excited, and everybody's talking about it. Where portions of the community are going to be doing that 5 hours before the rest of the community gets to do that, just to fit it in to IGN's schedule. Because obviously, American company, they're going to fit it to an American time. And as I said, it seems like this is an ongoing partnership. But as I say, I think it could have been done much better by just giving them an exclusive trailer, a character trailer, an area trailer, any kind of trailer, just a VOD, a normal video, but giving them an entire stream. My biggest worry is that we get IGN staff yapping in the stream. I don't think they'll yap over it, because I'm sure this is probably just going to be the standard stream. They just get to stream it, right? But I hope we don't get them yapping at the start of the stream. The only thing I can take from this, which might be a potential positive, right, is that maybe we get some sort of exclusive interview, whether that's before the stream starts or after the stream finishes. That'd be really cool. I genuinely think that'd be a good thing, right, if we got an exclusive interview. Again, because I've obviously got a contract. We had the Neferif boss interview. We had the sponsored article prior to this. They've obviously been working with them for a while, and I'm totally cool with that. Again, if you go into the comments, right, you know, like say Sticks and that saying, you know, Sticks even tweeted about this saying, look, I love Arknights Endfield, I really do, but what the fuck is this? IGN, really? IGN is one of the most dogshit gaming companies the world over. Build your brand, establish your platforms. You'll have so much you have such an incredible game. Don't rely on external platforms carrying. And I totally agree with this. They don't need it, right? They don't need it. But I actually don't have this like negative reaction to IGN, so to speak. That can be pretty shitty, but it's more just the time for me. But at the same time, I really don't want to be hearing them yapping over the stream, which, as I say, I don't think that is going to be the case. Somebody here responding, you know, I've Prince seen pretty much negative reactions to this. For real, absolutely disconnected choice. Can't agree more. I think this is a blind choice purely on a marketing angle. Get that. But people don't want this. People want to be able to enjoy these announcements directly from the company, especially in live streams, and the community comes together and gets hyped about it all at the same time, rather than this disjointed thing through a third party now, where we all have to wait to get to watch it, or watch it in a more an inferior product through somebody translating it for us. Or we just get spoiled on Twitter hours before we get to watch it, which takes away that excitement. It's an event, right? These streams are events. Anybody who's in the gacha space or any game that has a live service and has these repeating live streams that you're getting invested in, they're events, right? And again, this is not a major thing in the grand scheme of things, right? But it's just a tone-deaf choice, which is obviously fulfilling a contract. Hopefully, as I say, maybe it is a lesser patch. Although obviously I want the patch to be great, but you know, the fact that it's going to kind of, it's like 5-hour clairvoyance. It just ruins the hype for me, and it's not great, if I'm honest. I really don't like this, so hopefully we don't see this in the future. And if they do it in the future, they make sure to align the time frame. So if they do it, the company, so they can make sure the streams go at the same time. Even if that means the CN stream goes back, which it's not going to, because it's already, 7:30 for the Chinese live stream to go up. So they can't really make it any later for CN. It's the biggest audience, so that's not going to happen. So it means that the global live stream has to come forward. This way, what they're doing, they're making sure it's in time for the Americans and in time for China, which makes sense. When you look at it like that, it makes sense. But it forces one set of players to have to watch it at a later date, which is just not a good experience when it comes down to these event-type situations, right? It's like an announcement that everybody else has to wait for the announcement or watch a bad version of the announcement. I just don't think it's a good idea, and I think this was really tone-deaf for me. But that being said, I'm still very excited to see what's happening. I can't wait. I'm still absolutely loving Arknights Endfield. This doesn't change anything about the game, of course, because that'd be stupid. Or I was joking as well. Bring back Yostar, maybe? Oh, no, I'm joking. We don't want that. But this is obviously Griffline making decisions here, obviously, which come down from Hypergriff because they're a subsidiary. But can we fix this in the future, guys? Can we not have this happen? I don't mind. Have the streams with whichever YouTube channel you want. Put it on a normal YouTuber's channel for all I care, but just get it in sync so we can all watch it at the same time. That's all I'm asking for. I think that's a much better experience for the entire player base. And for everybody else, though, probably stay away from IGN. No IGN. I will not. No Enfield. I will not watch IGN. I'll wait for a recap. Some of us have standards. So, who the hell in the team suggested IGN, right? The year is 2026. No one cares what IGN is doing. You know, like, everybody in the comment section is basically saying, why the fuck are you working with IGN? And I kind of echo it, but for a different reason. But I also understand this sentiment in its entirety, right? People don't really fuck with IGN like that. And in terms of a marketing strategy, I just don't think it's a great one. I understand it, and I get the theory, but I don't think it's going to play out the way they want it to play out, if I'm honest, because the majority of the IGN's audience is not going to give a fuck, and the Gacha audience is going to be annoyed that they're having to wait for it, and then they're going to have to watch it on IGN's channel as well. So I think it kind of won't go as far as I hope. Hopefully, this contract doesn't mean they need to facilitate more live streams on IGN's channel in the future, and we can just get back to normal live streams in the future. That's all we can ask for. But yes, naughty Hypergriff. Naughty. Don't do this again. Let me know what you think down below about this whole situation, guys, because I think it sucks. Anyway, rant over. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right. Ta-ra.